Good evening, everyone. My name is Vernisha Jones, and I am the president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. And we believe that we are the solution to the violence in our community. West Garfield Park Youth Council is sponsored by Fathers Who Care, which is a nonprofit organization located on the west side of Chicago within the West Garfield Park community. The West Garfield Park Youth Council is comprised of 15 youth from our community whose focus and concern is the youth leadership and voice within the community and addressing the issues of violence prevention. We invite people from all over, especially the youth, to come in and see what we're all about. We range from ages 13 and up, so if you need some positive for your child to get involved in, meet us every Monday at 4540 West Washington from 4:30 to 6:30, where we discuss different issues that's going on in the community and also how we can better the community ourselves as young people. Contact us through Fathers Who Care at 773-287-5821. Again, that number is 773-287-5821. Our show will be scheduled every Thursday at 7 p.m. Again, that is every Thursday at 7 p.m. We would like to encourage calls from people watching and leave your questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that number is 312-738-1060. Our show can also be viewed online at www.cantv.org/live. Again, that website is www.cantv.org/live. Well, everyone, I know you noticed this well-educated young lady sitting beside of me. Instead of me introducing her, I will let her introduce herself.
Okay, my name is Marshall Young. I'm 17. I go to DRW College Prep. And my purpose for existing is to help others. And I am the secretary at Fathers Who Care.
Okay. Cool. Again, everyone, I'm Vernisha Jones, and I'm the president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. You are watching a live interactive call-in television program brought to you by CAN TV 21. And thank you for being a guest on tonight's show, Marshall. And thank you for being a part of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. During the next 25 minutes, we are going to discuss the importance of youth coming together to make a difference in our community and what we need to do to make the difference. I invite our viewers watching to call in with your questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that number is 312-738-1060. Our phone lines are open. So today's topic is the importance of youth coming together, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I have a few questions for you, but before we get into that, I want to start off the conversation with you telling the audience who are you and what's your purpose for existing.
I am Marshall.
Okay.
And my purpose for existing is helping others because I am so passionate about helping others that it's just, that's what I want to have a career in, helping others. Like, I want to go to school for helping people. I really want to major in the medical field, basically to be a heart doctor so I can help people who need surgery on their heart.
That's a good thing. Well, I like helping people too. I'm Vernisha. I'm 21 years old, and I feel like my purpose for existing is to help people. I'm real big on other people and seeing other people being happy and seeing other people look pretty. I want to be an entrepreneur basically, and I want to, I like selling stuff like that. So I'm big on that type of stuff. So I feel like that's my purpose for existing, bringing beauty to people.
Right.
So starting off, why should youth come together to make a difference?
You should come together to make a difference because I feel like when youth come together, you know that they're being productive instead of being a statistic and being out there on the streets doing what we know is wrong. But yeah, I feel like you should come together so they can make a difference because we are setting the trend for future generations. And if we stop the negative trends, then maybe we'll have a better future.
I feel like youth should come together because of the simple fact, young people only do what they see the next young person does.
Right.
So I feel like if they see more young people that's over us, well, I wouldn't even say over us. If they see more young people that got like celebrities and stuff,
right,
as you say, like as people say, Chief Keef. A lot of people follow after what Chief Keef doing or whatever the case may be. So I feel like if more young people see people that's higher than them and who they feel higher than them, I feel like that'll make a big difference if it was a change in that.
Right.
So
most youth our age, they follow after people who have money and basically
popularity,
and follow people who follow material things instead of valuing what you really have.
Okay. I like your answer about that. You sounded real educated and stuff. So what do you feel is the biggest distraction youth are facing today?
Basically, following the leader. Like, if basically now our generation is selling drugs, dropping out of school, getting pregnant. That's what's distracting us. Most youth my age and around my age, they so busy worried about being the next mother instead of finishing school, having goals. And I feel like youth period is just going down the drain. They have no, I wouldn't say they don't have a support system, but they don't have any, they probably don't have that support to push them and tell them to do better.
You're right. And I see we have a caller. We're going to take this caller, and then I'm going to answer the same question you just answered. Caller.
Good evening, ladies.
Hello. How are you doing?
Hi, Marcella and Bernicia. How you doing this evening?
Good.
Good.
I got a suggestion how you can help the city.
Mm-hmm.
You two should start you like leaders. What we need is girls and people and young people like you that want to lead the neighborhood into the right direction, to make more friends, make more hotlines. We need kids like you. We got to find out what's the problem in school, man, these days. It's so bad. I feel so bad. I wish I could just reach my hand out and help all of you kids. But it's got to start with kids like you on TV. You are the future of tomorrow. You are the future kids. If people can follow kids like you, and these people, you're on TV. I see you on the TV all the time, Marisha. You smart little girl. So I'll be with a beautiful smile. You hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
With the things that we've been going through, you poor babies in the schools, it's unbelievable with the guns and the drugs and the this and the that. My God, it's like y'all fighting your own little war.
True.
So what we're going to have to do is find out what's the problem within the youth. Why everybody so hating? Why everybody so mad? Years ago, they used to beat you up and take your gym shoes. Now it's a little bit further. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Now it's getting a little bit further. The drugs are getting a little bit stronger, blah, 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 blah. But we need more kids like you. You get to the adults, you get to your aldermen, you call your mom and dad, and you say, listen, we got to see what's the problem. The youth is not happy. How come? How come? What's wrong? We need to be more friends with each other. Even if you have only one friend, that's the beginning of a whole bunch of friends. Back in the day in high school, we used to make little friendship bracelets and pass them all over. That meant everybody was together. Now you got all these cliques. Cliques here, cliques there. I don't like your hair. I don't like your shirt. I don't like your... We got to see what's the problem with the youth. What's wrong? Why y'all so unhappy? I know at least 80% of you's got to have parents. And I know they're crying inside because they're scared to let y'all go to school because God forbid we don't know what's going to happen. But maybe Bobby or Susie, somebody ain't feeling right in school. You got to get to inside. You're the babies inside the school, in the hallways. You're the eyes of the youth of tomorrow. You too can be the beginning of a good movement. Not just any movement. A movement means a good movement where it's going to make a difference. Y'all marching to get guns out to this and that. You babies don't know where these guns is coming. You just babies. You want to learn your ABC. You want to go to church. You want to eat a nice dinner with your family. You want to go on the corner and buy some candy with your little friends. It's going to start with you guys. You are the youth of tomorrow.
Yes,
and baby
right.
girl, what the government, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
With the government that we got going, I know you babies ain't old enough to vote yet, but I know y'all got some smart mamas and daddies. They know how to vote. They know where the money's at. They know their stuff. There's money for you kids there, believe me. And it's got to come out of the neighborhood community. Just hang on a little while now, because all this voting, wait this voting gets going. We'll see who's lying and who ain't. But little girls, I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
My name is Paula, and God bless you, and keep on going.
And thank you for your call, ma'am.
You're
We can
more
take the
than
next
welcome. I'll
caller.
see you next time I see ya.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. We can take the next caller.
Hello?
Yes, how may I help you?
Yes, I'm calling. I just want to say to the both of you all, I think that it's young women like you that should, put your heads together and come up with some type of program or something so that you all can pull more youth in, because what you all doing is powerful. It's better than just hanging on the streets. You're doing something positive, working with an organization like Fathers Who Care, making a difference. And I just feel like you all should even push a little bit further and take this thing to the next level and bring more youth to be a part of what you all are doing. And I'm proud of you all.
Thank you so much, and
Thank you.
I basically keep hearing everybody saying that we should basically get a lot of youth to come together. As I said before, we have our youth council, which is the West Garfield Park Youth Council, which meets every Monday at 4:30 to 6:30. So if you have any young people that you want to come out, or you have any young people that you want to try to get off the streets, you can send them down to our program where we, like I said, we have a lot of discussions. We talk about a lot of stuff. We do a lot of stuff. We have experienced a lot of opportunities. So with that being said, if y'all have any young people that y'all want to have come down and see what we're about, we meet every Monday at 4:30 to 6:30 at 4540 West Washington, and that's the West Garfield Park Youth Council. And you can contact us at 773-287-5821. Again, that number is 773-287-5821. And I see we have some more callers. We can take the next caller. Hey, caller.
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Hi. I have a question. I would like to know, what advice could you give a mentee who's trying to rekindle a fallen out relationship with his mentor?
Actually, I didn't experience that. I would just say try to have a conversation with them. I had the same issue with the person that was mentoring me. We had fell out and we wasn't talking for a long time, and then we just ended up one day going out to lunch, and you just have to talk it out. That's the only thing I can really say about.
I feel like, to answer this question, I feel like talking solves everything. Everything don't have to be violent. I feel like your words are more powerful than your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do that answer your question?
Yes, thank you. I will give that a try. Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too.
Do we have another caller? Hello, question or comment?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay, you can go along with it.
My question is, how can you guys as young people help bring the younger generation together? Like, what do you think is possible for the younger generation to come together?
I would say having programs for young people to be involved in, as in the West Garfield Park Youth Council, as I said before, having events in the different communities where young people can come up and be a part of, as we was having like the Light in the Night events,
Right.
where we was going on different corners on the west side of Chicago and having all different type of young people that we never seen before come out and enjoy each other, like talk to people that you never talked to before, never seen before. So them the type of events or things I would say that you can get young people to come together with.
Personally, I say Fathers Who Care is the best place to come, because from my experience, every event that we had, it was fun, and we brought a lot of youth out, and a lot of youth our age actually came to participate. I feel like Fathers Who Care is the best option.
Okay. Do we have any more callers? Thank you guys for the callers.
Yes.
Hello, question or comment?
Yes, I just want to give a compliment to you young ladies. I met you all about 3 or 4 years ago, Miss Griffin here, and I always advocate for you guys because I see you as good role models for this whole country, not just for this city, but this whole country. You all are just extremely well and so focused, and we older generations need to know that with young people like you ladies and gentlemen over there, you all are a good example of what can happen. So anybody that's calling up for complaints, please don't complain to these young people because they're doing an extra special job. And if not, if you don't believe it, look in the mirror and you will see that they're doing a wonderful job. And thank you so much for accepting my call.
Thank you so much for that compliment. Do we have any more callers? Okay. Well, back to the conversation, and the question we was asking was, what do we feel is a big distraction for the youth today? And in my opinion, I feel like the biggest distraction is the music and like the artists that's coming up. I feel like that have a big thing to do with what's going on and how young people mindset is.
Right.
And I feel like if it was a difference in that, you would totally see a difference. Because most of the time, young people ain't doing nothing but trying to portray what they see on TV.
And what they hear in music.
Exactly. So I feel like that's a big reason why a lot of the stuff is going on. So the next question, can you tell our audience what are some suggestions you feel will help better our young people? Even though we basically been saying that, that's how everybody been calling in about is what do we feel like young people can do to try to get off the streets, or what do we feel like what would better bring young people together? So that question was basically answered. Okay, what do you have going on, like in your life right now, that you doing that involve young people and that's helping you out personally?
Well, at school, I'm a part of this group called Step Up, and basically it's when young women, they get together and they talk about their problems. It's basically like a mentorship. When girls get together, they talk about their future and what they want to be and how can they get there and what steps can they take and the resources that you need to get there. And then also I'm part of Fathers Who Care, and basically we get together but it's mixed up, it's girls and boys, and we get together trying to better our community and basically get the word out there that sitting on these corners is not as good. Right, it's not what's up. Y'all just following the leader. And I feel like we could stop that trend.
And what made you so passionate in being a young person willing to help and guide other young people? Seeing and say you young yourself.
I was once that bad child who didn't listen, who felt like I should be the bad girl to run with everybody else, until I realized I was being a follower. And I chose to subtract myself from that situation and be a leader and be my own person. And now today I'm trying to, after I graduate, I'm going to try to get my doctorate degree, because I really want to be a heart doctor, because I really like helping people, but I want to go to that far extent as to help people who have heart problems.
And with me, honestly, I feel like that's what it was. I was grown, like I grew up with it. Like I always had parents that was always trying to help the next person and this, that, and the third. So I feel like it's just something that was embedded in me, like to help the next person. If you see somebody need help, be there for a person, regardless of how a person treating you. Be there for a person. So I feel like that's a reason why I do it. And so I just feel like, and I feel like I had a lot of opportunities growing up.
Right.
So I just look at it as I had a lot of blessings. Why not get a next young person the same amount of blessings I had?
Right.
So that's basically my reason why I feel like I'm so passionate in helping young people. Even though I'm young myself.
Right.
That's the reason why I feel like I like to go out and help young people and be there for young people. And so we would like to encourage calls from people watching to leave your questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that number is 312-738-1060. And thank you for everyone that has called out so far. And I know we constantly have statements being talked about from youth where we feel as if we can't talk to adults, or we don't want adults to know what's going on, etc. Why are you so comfortable in communicating with elders and receiving feedback and allowing them to tell you what's wrong and right?
Me personally, I need feedback so I can know how to grow. If I don't get back the feedback, I'm the type of person who like to hear what I need to hear instead of what I want to hear. Because if I constantly hear what I need to hear, I will never grow. But if I hear what I need to hear, I will be growing, and I will be pushing myself to the limits, getting out of my comfort zone.
Exactly. And with me, I'm not even gonna lie. I was once that child that never wanted to listen to what the elder had to say. Like I felt like everybody was just saying stuff because they just don't want you to do stuff, or this, that, and the third. And I came to a realization that a lot of the stuff that I was told not to do, it came with consequences.
Right.
So I honestly accept what older people or elders say to me, and I take the feedback and the criticism and all that, because of the simple fact I learned from mistakes that certain stuff they telling you because they don't want you to go through the problem that they went through because they went through it. So that's my personal opinion why I just got to the point where I sit there and listen to an adult. I take their feedback. If they saying something critical, you feel me? I have freedom of speech. I say what I need to say, but at the same time, I am listening to what they have to say.
Right.
So that's my personal opinion about the issue. And the next question is, can you share with our viewing audience some of the programs and services you know of that has assisted young people?
Fathers Who Care, After School Matters, the Off the Street Club. There's plenty of programs out there if you reach out for the resources.
And I would say the West Garfield Park Youth Council. Well, she said like the
Off the Street Club.
Yeah, that's the program. Ain't that the one on
Kildare, I think.
And then this one on Laramie and
the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
It's a lot of clubs out here. It's just a simple fact of people going out and finding what's going on and what needs to be done. So I never want to hear an excuse why people can't get their kids better or why kids don't have nothing to do and all this type of stuff. Because with the program we're in, it's a place where you can come Monday through Friday, literally Monday through Friday. If you need help getting to school, if you need help for employment, if you need help for anything, it's a place that's always open, to have open doors for all of that. So I feel like it should never be an excuse why a young person should be sitting on the streets. It should never be an excuse why a young person is not in school. It's just a person not, you feel me, taking the advantage to do it.
Right.
Starting today, what are you going to do differently to help build our peers up? And what can our elders do to allow these ideas to be embedded in us?
Me personally, I feel like if I know that someone they need an ear to basically for them to vent to, I can vent and I can give you feedback, or even if you just need a push, like motivation, like if the person say they feel like they can't do this, I'm going to push them and tell them they can do that. And I'm the type of person, I want to see you do better. I love helping other people out. And I would love to see I won't say doing better than me, but I would like to see them stepping out of their comfort zone and doing something different, something that they thought that they could never do. And something that elders could do is something that elders could do. Me personally, elders, they tell me, like, I don't think you could do that. And I love proving people wrong. I feel like if elders could just let them bump their head a little bit to see what they doing is wrong, then they could come back and be like, oh, I told you so. Like,
exactly.
You warned me about this. And
it's something I feel like I could do differently to help build our peers up. Is basically the same thing you said. Stepping out of my comfort zone to help the next person. If I see and allowing and getting more young people to come out to our program so people can experience the stuff we experience.
Right.
We experience, you feel me, getting introduced to police officers, sheriffs, commissioners, all that type of stuff. So I feel like if we do that type of stuff and get people out, that'll break a big code that's going on in the community. And if you are now just tuning in to our show tonight, our guest tonight is Marshayla, and we are discussing the topic of importance of youth coming together to make a difference in our community and what we need to do to make a difference. We would like to thank our viewers for watching and calling in. For additional information about our program, which is the West Garfield Park Youth Council, you can contact us at 773-287-5821. Again, that number is 773-287-5821. 5821. Thank you for everyone calling in, and thank you for all the listeners and viewers, or whatever the case may be. And do you have any last minute thing you want to say to everyone?
No.
Okay, well, thank you everyone. I'm Bernice Jones, the president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council, and we would like to talk to you next week. Good night.